How you doing today, guys? Welcome back to another day of this time 8th grade math. Today we're going to be doing surface area on prisms. This is a subject that we learned on 7th grade as well, but on 8th grade is going to be a whole lot easier because we have formulas. And these are the formulas that we're going to be using. Surface area. Now, from previous grade level, we know we can find the lateral surface area and the total surface area, and we established that by calling it LSA for lateral surface area and TSA for total surface area. Now for 8th grade, all we're doing is calling an S. So anytime you see the letter S, we need to assume that we're talking about the total surface area. Before I start, please go ahead and consider subscribing, turn the notification bell on. And if you want to support the channel, affiliate links in the description below. Other than that, let's get right into it. So the formulas that we're going to be using right here are for prisms and cylinders. Today we're going to be doing prisms. Now, S, that means total surface area. We have a formula, uppercase P times H, which is the height of the prism, plus 2 times uppercase B. Now, something that we need to know, and you might want to write this down. Uppercase P stands for perimeter of the base. Perimeter of the base. And these letters are also used on volume. So P stands for perimeter of the base, and uppercase B stands for area of the base. Now this B might change. If it's a rectangle, we have an area formula for the rectangle right here. And if it's a triangle, we have a formula for the triangle. So uppercase B might be different from question to question, from problem to problem, depending on the prism. Now you also have the one for the cylinder. We're not going to be talking about cylinder in this video. Stay tuned for that. And like I said, look at volume. You also have the uppercase B right there. So with this said, we have 2 formulas. Let's go ahead and get back to the assignment. So surface area of prisms. We have, in this case, rectangular and triangular prisms. The name of the prisms are going to tell you what the shape of the base is. So for example, I'm going to draw a shape right here, and I'm going to put some numbers with it. So this right here, what shape is this? We know it's a prism, but what type of prism? Rectangular prism. So this right here is a rectangular prism. So according to the formula, remember we have a formula. S equals PH, that's for the lateral only. Or S equal PH plus 2B, and this is for total surface area. So if you notice, the total surface area contains the lateral surface area on it. So if you find the total surface area and you're keeping track of everything that you're doing, you don't have to go back and find the lateral surface area again. So let's look at this right here. So the first thing that I want you to do, because if we can see it, it's going to be easier. I want you to go ahead and identify the base. So in this case, my base is going to be this rectangle right here. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to draw this rectangle on the side and put the numbers that go with it, the measures that go with it. So I'm going to draw this and if that's my base, the other one is going to be right here. I can clearly see that those 2 are my bases because those are the only 2 that are the same. And a prism has 2 bases. So I'm going to draw this base on the side, and I'm going to put in 4 inches and 3 inches. At this point, I don't care about the prism right now. I'm only working with the B, uppercase B, the base. Now, we already established what shape is this? Rectangular prism. So that means that this shape is a rectangle. So for this, we're going to find two things. We're going to find uppercase P and we're going to find uppercase B. Remember, uppercase P is the perimeter of the base. So if I want to find the perimeter, all I have to do is add up all the sides. Don't I? For the perimeter. So I'm going to add 3 plus 4 plus what? Is that it? No, what else? What is this mesh? What is this length right here? This is also 3. What is this right here? 4. So don't just because they're not labeled, it doesn't mean that you don't know them. If it's a rectangle, two sides are alike. So plus 4 plus 3. So when I add all of this up, what do I get? 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 6. So the perimeter equals 14, right? Yes, no? Very good. So I'm done with the perimeter. Again, I'm not dealing with the prism right now. I'm only looking at the base that I recognize and I drew on the side. This is very important for you to do. Now for uppercase B, you're going to have to find the area for this. This case is a rectangle. The formula is base times height. And this is what causes the confusion. The H. So that's why if we're dealing with only the base by itself, there cannot be any confusion. So let's pay attention. If I look at this shape, because I'm only looking at the shape, right? What am I going to multiply to find the area? What's my base? 4 times, what's the height? 3. 4 times 3 is 12, and this is uppercase B. So I found P and I found B. Any questions about this? Okay, now look at the formula. This is the formula that I need to do. And like I said, the confusion is whenever it's coming to find the H. But it shouldn't be a confusion because right now, this right here was only dealing with the area of the base and the perimeter of the base. Now I can use the formula S equals PH plus 2B. And I'm going to substitute everything that I know. Before I do that, now, hold on. Let's look at this right here. And let's go ahead and cross out the numbers that I have already used. What numbers have I used? 3 and what else? 4. I already used those two, right? The only one left over is 8. This is going to be the height of the prism. That means the distance between this base and this base. That's the height of the prism. And this one goes right here. That is that H. There are different H's, okay? But if we're working it separately, like I'm showing you, you should not have any problem. So let's go ahead and substitute the values in that I know. So for S equals, instead of P, what number I'm going to put in? 14. Instead of H, what number I'm going to put in? 8 plus this number 2 doesn't change because there's 2. That's a 2. That's part of the formula. Instead of B, what number I'm going to put in? 12. And I can solve this, right? 12 times 2 is 14 times 8. Is this 112? Yes? So now I can go ahead and add this up. So my total surface area will be what? Inches squared. And that's all there is to it. Now, if I want you to find the lateral surface area only, can we do that? If I want you to find just the lateral surface area, this is the lateral surface area. So this will be the lateral surface area. Just the sides, not including the face. So that's why if you keep this everything organized, you should be good to go. So I'm going to stop this video right here. And in the next video, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do it with a triangular prism. So make sure you subscribe and turn the notifications bell on so you don't miss that video, because it's very similar, but there's one difference on it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you learned something today, share it with somebody else. And if you want to support the channel, affiliate on the description below. That is it for today. And I'll see you with the surface area of a triangular prism. Goodbye.